What the fuck are you doing?
Me? Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Obviously, I'm listening to What the Fuck Are You Doing podcast, one of the newest podcasts of You Run Podcast Network. It's a podcast featuring E-Bitty and Herm Dizzle. They come together Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, get it, to bring you episodes about pop culture, movies, and any bullshit they can think of. Yo, this podcast got so many dick jokes, it's like a bag of dicks. Anyways, check out the WTF Are You Doing podcast, brought to you right here by the You Run Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast.
Cold Iron.
Have you heard of this band, Collective Soul?
Yeah.
Ow. Frankly, Mr. Baldwin, that's just how guns work. What up, everybody? Welcome to the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. I'm your host with the most on the ones and twos. You know they call me the Chicken Messiah. You know they call me Silly Baldwin. It's your boy, Fatback Supreme, a.k.a. Ryan. Also, with us tonight, the razor blade himself, the king of Connecticut, the mustard smuggler, Connecticut's world drinking wrestling champion, Seamus Rogers. Seamus, so good to hear your voice. Say something.
What up, y'all? You know me here with the 3s and 4s.
Also with us tonight, call him a horse, because he's the glue of this podcast. Can't handle a button on his pants, follically challenged himself, but still pulling it off. Greg Hoey. Greg, hi.
I'm the 5 and 6. My amp goes up to 11.
Woo!
Wow, that was intense.
Thank you.
Well, it's great to see you guys, hear you guys, be with you guys, but today, it's kind of a sad day.
Why is it sad, Ryan?
Because Greg picked a sad topic.
He sure did.
I think it's going to be fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, movies are a way to suspend reality for a few precious moments. A time to let our imaginations soar and let a story take us away. Epic action movies, grimy westerns, ghouls and ghosts to give us the scares, and countless stories to be told. But what happens when reality bleeds onto the big screen? When a movie stops being magic and turns tragic? Today, on the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast, we're going to share 3 stories of tragedy on movie sets. From a horror movie whose on-set tragedy was worse than anything in the movie, to a promising star's rise to fame cut short, and Billy Baldwin's brother has a horrible mishap in the Wild Wild West. So grab a box of tissues, put on your sad time sweatpants. It's lights, camera, action as we discuss tragedy on film sets.
Woo! Was that Seamus? Or was that Ryan? I couldn't tell because the intro was so fire.
Damn good.
Thank you. I wrote that in about 4 minutes while pooping.
Nice.
Impressive.
Yeah. Well, they call me Sir Writes a lot.
You just freestyling on the toilet.
All right, so that's what we're going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about on-set film tragedies, and I'm going to start.
Death in films.
The night before his wedding, musician Eric Draven, portrayed by Brandon Lee, and his fiancée are brutally murdered by members of a violent inner-city gang. On the anniversary of their death, Eric rises from the grave and assumes the gothic mantle of the Crow, a supernatural avenger tracking down the thugs responsible for the crimes and mercilessly murdering them. Eric eventually confronts head gangster Top Dollar, played by Michael Wincott, to complete his macabre mission. Yeah, that's what the movie was about and shit.
Cool.
During the filming of a scene where Eric Draven is shot, The prop gun, which was loaded with blanks, contained a lodged dummy bullet tip from a previous take. The force of the blank round propelled the tip forward, striking Lee in the abdomen. Lee suffered significant internal damage and blood loss. Despite immediate medical attention, he died hours later in the hospital. Now shit, boys, did this fuck you up or what?
Absolutely. He was young too, and this was like the start of his career. He would have been huge after this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. He proved that he had the acting chops in this movie, and he could kick fucking ass. Almost
Yeah.
like it was in his blood or something.
I don't think The Crow would be what it is today if he did not die.
I do.
I still think it was a good movie, and it would have been a good movie. I just think it holds a place in people's heart
Yeah.
more because someone was killed during it and a
That-
rising star.
And that killer soundtrack, that was amazing.
Yeah, I disagree completely, Greg. I think this movie, I just watched it like within the year, and I went into it thinking, this is probably gonna fucking not be good, but it holds the fuck up. It's just as good as like RoboCop and shit. It I don't know, man. I thought,
Better than RoboCop.
yeah.
I mean, so we comparing Brandon Lee to Peter Weller.
I'm just saying, like Predator, fucking Alien, RoboCop. These are a very small group of movies that actually held up from the 80s. Because 90% of the movies I had to go back and watch, I'm like, how the fuck did I ever like this shit?
Yeah.
But The Crow, not that case.
Well, again, I'm not talking shit about The Crow and not saying it doesn't hold up. I'm just saying I think the fact that Brandon Lee died just adds to the lore, I guess, or adds to.
Yeah, because then you're going to analyze his performance, maybe more, or even the cinematography and in general, a lot of it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like the atmosphere of the movie, just the story alone, the acting, Brandon Lee crushes it. The villains are awesome. I mean, it's a fucking killer movie. I want his eyes.
That was a dark movie.
Hey, fun boy!
Well, how about this take? The soundtrack is better than the movie. What's up?
Yeah, I mean that's.
Sometimes I'll take the soundtrack, Greg. You know what I do with that
Yeah.
shit?
Do you
I
watch
fire
it?
it up! Fire it up! Fire it up!
I don't typically compare a movie against an album release.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Well, that's just insane.
yes, they're both amazing.
I saw you die. You're dead.
Yeah. I saw the reboot once, and that's all I ever want to see.
Holy fuck, that was so bad. Look, man, this whole story is rife with tragedy. James O'Barr, the writer of the comic, super fucked up, like, childhood and shit. Basically, he met a woman who put him on a path to good. He was on his walking home from work one night or some shit, and, she offered to come pick him up, and he said, no, you don't need to. She gets tragically killed by a drunk driver.
Whoa.
Yeah, so obviously he carried that guilt with him everywhere he went. He was in the military. He started drawing the concept for the Crow while he was in the military to kind of, as a way to relieve his grief. The comic was released in 1989, became a huge fucking smash. I mean, he drew it, he wrote it, it's beautiful. I mean, the artwork's insane. And it was, it was adapted to film because of the comic. And right from the get-go, they said, this fucking film is going to be cursed. They worked tireless hours. They were working like fucking 14, 15-hour days. Like the night that Brandon Lee was shot, supposedly he wasn't even supposed to be there. He was already supposed to have gotten home.
It's like
And that's how this accident happened. So, and initially, they didn't want to release the film. They thought it would be disrespectful to his legacy. Bruce Lee's wife and fucking family actually fought to have the film released as a way to honor his legacy. So they used CGI and fucking stunt doubles and shit to finish it. And, I mean, obviously, it was a huge success.
It was an excellent movie. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Word, and, who could say enough good things about the soundtrack? It's amazing.
Could be the best.
You guys are the best, actually.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Not your taste in food or music necessarily, but, other things.
Have you heard of this band, Collective Soul? Yeah.
Ow.
Is that gel?
Yeah, Seamus. Haven't let your light shine down. All right, so, Greg, I gotta say, love is in the water, love is in the air. Tell me the next movie. Please take me there.
All right, I'm going to shine the light on this one. All right, this one is The Twilight Zone, 1983, rated PG, running at an hour and 41 minutes. IMDb. Huh?
Yeah, good job, Greg.
Gave it a 6.5. Some of the stars in it were Dan Aykroyd, Albert Brooks, a little gentleman named Vic Morrow. But there was 3 stories in The Twilight Zone. It's a Good Life by Joe Dante. George Miller did A Nightmare at 20,000 Feet.
Hold on. Isn't motherfucking the Trinity Killer in that shit?
Lithgow?
Yeah, Lithgow's the guy on the fucking plane.
I think he's in the remake because I think William Shatner's in this original one.
That's not the original. The original came out in like the 60s. It was black and white.
No, okay. Well,
Did you research this at all?
So the tragedy wasn't on the original, the black and white one?
no, the tragedy was on the movie. The Twilight Zone, the show, and then there's Twilight Zone, the movie.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm looking right now, and I don't see Lithgow, so I think you're wrong, bro.
All right. I'm so upset.
Because he would be up front, I would think. I don't think he'd be out in the back here, you know? Oh, fuck, there he is.
Oh.
I'm right?
You're right.
Fucking right, I'm
Wasn't he
right.
on the plane?
I'll definitely edit that out.
He's like the main guy of the story. He's all sweaty and shit.
He's the main guy on Nightmare in 20,000 Feet. There's no...
Yes. No, I
nothing
know.
happens
Yes.
in these movies. Segment that we want to talk about is called Time Out, and it's directed by John Landis. You might recognize some of his films. He did Coming to America, Trading Places, Three Amigos, Blues Brothers, Animal House, American Werewolf in London. Oh, and he directed a little video called Thriller.
Damn, that's a claim right there.
Okay, so Time Out is about Bill O'Connor, who after work goes on a racist rant at a bar with his friends because he lost out on a promotion to a Jewish guy.
But who hasn't, you know?
Yeah. and you should hear this racist rant. It's pretty racist.
So you're not gonna reiterate?
I am not. And keep in mind, this movie is PG.
Parental guidance.
PG. So after his rant, he steps outside from the bar, leaving his friends in the bar, and all of a sudden, he's transported to Nazi-occupied France. And there's SS soldiers everywhere, and they see him as a Jewish guy. So they're chasing him, and he's running. He gets away, and then all of a sudden, he's in the South, and he's at a KKK rally. And of course, the KKK members see him as black. So he does a lot of running in this. So
Yeah, I
they're
recall
chasing him.
this one.
Yep. And then he's transported to Vietnam, where he's Vietnamese. Of course, he's being chased by American
Big
soldiers.
bad American?
Yep. And so while he's in a cage in the end of the movie, he sees his friends like walk out of the bar like in the real world.
I'm afraid of Americans.
Yeah, or in the present where he was before, and he's calling out to him, and they can't hear him. So that was the original ending. However, some execs at Warner Brothers wanted to make Bill O'Connor seem less bigoted. So
That makes sense.
so they decided to add this scene where he's saving some Vietnamese children. And so Landis is like, all right, this is an extra scene for my movie. I can get a bigger budget, blah, blah, blah. So they do it on July 23rd, 1982. There's, it's like a village setting, grass hut. And the scene is Vic's running through like waist high, knee high water. And he's holding both these kids. And like a helicopter's going to come above them and like shoot at the enemies below them. And there's going to be explosions, all that stuff. The helicopter, a Bell UH-1 Iroquois, is piloted by Dorsey Wingo, who's a Vietnam War veteran. He's got 3 cameramen and a stunt coordinator in the helicopter with him. So, and the helicopter would eventually be flying directly above Vic and the kids, even though it was not supposed to be. And there's a dude named James Chamomile.
Like the tea.
No, I said it wrong.
Oh.
It's like chamomile. It's James Chamomile, who was an FX tech.
It's not the same word.
Chamomile.
chamomile.
Right, yeah. Potato. So James Camellia was an FX tech.
Basically a chameleon.
Yeah. And his job was to detonate the bombs. So
he was bad at his job.
he was going too fast with his explosion. So reportedly, John Landis was saying over a bullhorn, lower, 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 fire, fire, fire.
Fireball.
That you say that, so Chamomile set off 2 explosions that created a large fireball, and that large fireball slammed into the helicopter violently. Dorsey Wingo loses control of the helicopter, and Renee had fallen from Vic's arms like moments before. So she's in the water, and she gets crushed by the helicopter, by the right skid. And the main rotor takes off Vic and Mika's head.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Yeah, and all 3 of them died instantly. And so all of a sudden, people in the production are all of a sudden like, all right, that's a wrap for the night, blah, blah, blah. Supposedly the film was like rolling still and there was like body parts floating in the water and stuff.
The helicopter explodes and they're just like, well, that's a wrap for tonight.
The helicopter did not explode.
Oh, it just killed everybody.
No, it just killed the 3 people. Everybody in the helicopter lived.
Crashed.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a documentary about this, and they actually go through and they go and interview some of Chamomile's ex-girlfriends. And the number one complaint is that he was always with the premature explosions. Just when we were getting going, he'd have another premature explosion.
I heard it was because he was teabagging all the time.
Oh.
Come on!
It's a chamomile tea joke.
Yeah.
We contain multitudes.
Vic's last words were,
Oh, fuck.
this is before the shot, I've got to be crazy to do this shot. I should have asked for a stunt double.
Right, that's awful.
Well.
Mika Lee, who was 7 years old. Renee Chen was 6 years old. Vic Morrow, 1929 to 1982. But he was in like the Bad News Bears. He was nominated for an Emmy in Combat. And he was also in Blackboard Jungle.
You're the last person on Earth using fucking paper, Greg.
All right.
Hey, whatever. I like to write my shit out.
You can on
I
a
typed mine out.
notebook.
Cool. Well, cool. I don't have a printer, so.
A
I
printer?
don't use a printer either.
Just use your phone on the notes.
I like to write my notes out. 'cause
It's
it
so
helps.
loud.
I type mine out. I copy paste. I move things around. It takes things out.
Hey, you guys do you, okay? I'll do me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just loudly turn a page. Let's get on with it.
I just type and read from
I
my
edit
screen.
this shit. So, well, I don't have a dual screen. I don't do that. This is easy.
Greg rifles through the tomes for
I don't
his
know why
next-
you need a dual screen.
Well, I like to see my bars. Anyway, doesn't matter. This had a worldwide gross of $29 million. It had a $10 million budget. It had decent reviews, but the Landis Spielberg also had kind of a hand in this as well too. But he kind of wiped his hands clean and walked away after this accident. And court was September 1986. So James Chamomile, who set off the explosions and shit, he was granted immunity at the prelims. And during the trial, he basically admitted, saying it was his fault.
Was he the director?
That's John Landis. Or there's a theory or conspiracy theory that there might have been like a backdoor deal for him to kind of take the fall, and he got granted immunity, so he couldn't really get in trouble.
Gotcha, because it didn't sound like it was his fault. I mean, maybe he was negligent in listening to a director and flying too low when he's the pilot and should know better. I don't know.
Exactly. And they also found 3 beer cans in the helicopter, but like really nothing came out of that.
Those are there when we got here.
Those were just to get the nerves off.
John Landis was found not guilty on all counts of involuntary manslaughter.
He's throwing fireballs, at helicopters.
Frankly, sir, your filmography is too dope to put you in jail.
Well, so he hadn't gotten to all that stuff yet. Like, he was about to, though. Like, I think shit was blowing up while he was in court. Like, hey, I'm kind of a superstar now. Let me out. So this led, though, to the Directors Guild of America. They formed a safety committee, and it led them to do more guidelines like no more live ammunition.
Oh yeah, see that worked out well.
They were using live ammunition during this shit. Like, not only explosions, like when they were using bullets, they were using real bullets. Fucking crazy. In more detailed walkthroughs. And director Richard Brooks basically said, he posed the question, like, are directors really qualified to handle complex special effects? Vic's daughters got like a $900,000 settlement. Jennifer and Carrie, they settled in like 1983.
Those poor parents of those kids.
Yeah, so the Renee Chen and Mika Lee, their parents received $2 million.
Yeah, so sad.
Totally. And that's the story of the Twilight Zone, the movie.
There's something on the wing of the plane.
Right, John Lithgow.
See, I know the Simpsons version.
So you've never seen this movie, Greg? Wow.
It was decent. I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool. What's wrong with you? You don't like horror anthologies?
I do, bro. I gotta watch it now.
Yeah, you probably should have watched it first. You had 2 days to watch it.
I knew plenty about it. I didn't need to watch it.
You didn't even know John Lithgow was in it, dog.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
He wasn't part of the movie I was discussing.
Oh, so you only needed to know that one scene. Anyway, let's move on to Rust. Rust, was a Western film about a 13-year-old boy named Lucas Hollister who accidentally kills a man and is sentenced to hang. He is broken out of prison by his estranged grandfather, the legendary outlaw Harland Rust, played by Billy Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. The two fugitives then go on the run from a U.S. Marshal and a bounty hunter. So, did you guys see this movie?
No.
Neither of you?
I watched a documentary about it.
Oh, Ryan, you probably should have seen this movie before you came on and recorded this episode about Rust.
I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. I really appreciated it. It was heartwarming between the hard-ass Western grandfather and the kid who, he basically was going to be hung. They were going to hang him, and it was just an accident. He was defending his land. There was kind of an aggressive neighbor, and he was protecting his little brother. I think his parents were both dead already, so he was just on his land with him and his little brother, and it was pretty sad. And just the coldness of the judge or the courts or whatever to sentence this kid to hanging over an accident.
When did this take place? Like the timeline?
The movie or the accident?
Yeah, the movie.
It was in the 1880s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured.
So anyways, onto the filming. On October 21st, 2021, a tragic and fatal shooting occurred on the set of the Western film Rust at Bonanza Creek Ranch near Santa Fe, New Mexico. The incident resulted in the death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins and the injury of director Joel Souza. The shooting took place during a scene rehearsal. It was like a church film set. Alec Baldwin was rehearsing a scene where he was going to cross draw his prop revolver and point it toward the camera. It was a .45 Colt revolver. Basically, it was passed to him by assistant director David Halls. Halls reportedly announced, "Cold gun," a term indicating the firearm was safe and did not contain any live rounds. Well, that was a lie. The gun discharged, fired a single live round. The bullet struck Helena Hutchins in the chest, and then it hit director Joel Souza, who was standing behind her, and he took it in the shoulder after going through Helena. So Hutchins was airlifted to the University of New Mexico Hospital, but she was pronounced dead at 42. Souza was hospitalized but released a few days later. So then there was an investigation by the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office and the New Mexico OSHA or some shit like that. I don't even know if they have OSHA out there, but it was basically the equivalent, I think.
Okay, all right.
So it revealed that there was a bunch of serious safety lapses during the filming. And live ammunition is strictly prohibited on movie sets, with few exceptions. As we've talked about previously, I don't even know why they still use functioning guns on a set.
It's so dumb.
We haven't learned our lessons. It's just tragic. I don't understand it. You can make realistic props without, giving them firing mechanisms.
100%.
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
That could come up later.
Oh shit. I mean, yeah, I mean it was and the cast didn't even know if the director was dead or not for hours
Oh, right.
afterwards. They all just sat there like dipshits.
Yeah, because he was in surgery and shit.
Yeah, and I think Baldwin left like right after it happened.
Gotta go. I might have to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, there had been reports of a lax attitude toward gun safety, including instances where crew members allegedly took prop guns off set and used them for target practice with live rounds.
Jesus.
Dumb.
Yeah. What the fuck?
So the gun used in the shooting was among those reportedly taken off set. And, the fatal shooting was not the first safety issue. There had been 2 prior accidental discharges of prop guns on the set before this incident. So this is their third gun going off on set, and they're still messing around with live rounds. Yeah!
They had this weapons master or whatever who was supposed to be responsible for all that shit, and she was a fucking dipshit. Like,
Yeah, she was also a kid.
yeah, I know. It's like, I mean, look, man.
24.
If you're gonna be a weapons master, I want you to look like a Mortal Kombat or a Street Fighter character. Okay, that's the only people I want handing me weapons. And I'm not like I'm talking from Chun-Li to Saban. Okay, I'm talking Dulcim to Liu Kang. You know, any one of those guys, but not some like. Wow, was she 20 years old? 21
Not
years old?
Cyrax, because he would look weird on the set of a Western.
Yeah. It's true.
True. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. What about Jax?
He would fit right in.
Yeah, well, he's got metal
with a scar.
Nighthawk.
So, just hours before the shooting, several unionized camera crew members had walked off the set, in protests claiming unsafe working conditions. They were bitching about long hours and lack of proper housing. And after that crew left, they hired some non-union replacements.
It was a cameraman from Wayne's World who actually stepped in.
So yeah, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, she was the crew's armorer on set. She is the crew member responsible for the safety and handling of all firearms. She was later accused of criminal disregard for safety by the prosecutors. This tragedy led to a series of legal actions, both criminal and civil. Hannah, the armorer, was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in March 2024 and sentenced to 18 months in prison. David Halls, the assistant director, he's the one that handed Alec the gun and said it was cold iron.
That's what he said. Iron, cold iron.
I think it was cold gun, cold iron.
Let
me say it how I want, Greg.
Well, it was cool. I was just wondering if he actually.
Yeah, I didn't think. I don't know if he said it that cool. You sounded like super cool when you said it.
Yeah, I mean, when I passed the hot iron. So, anyways, he pleaded no contest to a charge of negligent use of a deadly weapon, and he was sentenced to 6 months of unsupervised probation.
Well, that seems like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, she's in charge, but also when you hand someone a gun and tell them it's cold iron, you should know what you're talking about. Did you check it? Or are you just assuming that it was all good? So, anyways, Baldwin was initially charged with involuntary manslaughter. The charges were dropped in April 2023, but refiled in January 2024.
Oh.
The case went to trial, but was ultimately dismissed by the judge, citing that police and prosecutors had withheld evidence from the defense. And throughout all this, Baldwin had consistently maintained that he did not pull the trigger and was told the gun was cold. I never once inhaled. Sorry, that was a terrible Bill Clinton. I've had a cold.
Frankly, sir, I'm a huge fan of 30 Rock, and we're dismissing this case.
So, Helena Hutchins' family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Baldwin, Halls, Gutierrez Reed, and the film's producers. This was settled in October 2022. The settlement included a provision for Helena's widower, Matthew Hutchins, to serve as an executive producer on the film's completion. The Rust production was halted, but later resumed and completed with Joel Souza returning as director and Matthew Hutchins as executive director. And the film premiered in late 2024.
How did it do? Do we know anything about, like...
I think it got some good reviews. Like, I mean, probably helped that a lot of them praised Helena's work in it, but also they just said the story was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't so much Baldwin's performance. The poor kid who was, the victim in it, he was outstanding. He got a lot of acclaim for it.
Yeah.
So it was a good movie, and it did get positive reviews. I mean,
Well, I mean, you liked it, and you hate everything.
yeah. I mean, I'm tough to win over.
That's what we love about you. I'm a sucker for a Western myself. Like, I love Westerns. It's a fascinating time period. I mean, you have to really suck to make a bad Western.
Lawlessness, you can get away with things, which makes for interesting content.
Absolutely. I mean, we are getting fucking a new Young Guns movie. Hello. What's up, motherfuckers?
Wait.
Rated awesome.
Maybe instead of having the Wild Wild West, guys, it should be the Mild West so nobody dies.
So the dismissal of the involuntary manslaughter case against Alex Baldwin.
Hold on, you just said Alex Baldwin.
All right, forget that part. The central piece of evidence was the box of ammunition that had been turned over to the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office in March, several months after the initial investigation. So then there was a guy that came in and handed them a box of ammunition, and he said it might be related to the Rust shooting. Prosecutors deemed this ammunition to be unrelated and unimportant to the case. They argued it was not the same type or composition as the live rounds found on the Rust set, and therefore had now no bearing on the charges against Baldwin.
Yeah, sounds like this guy's just an asshole.
No, hang on. I'll explain.
Oh, okay.
So Baldwin's defense team, led by his lawyer Luke Nikas, argued that the prosecution had buried this evidence by not including in the main case file and failing to disclose it to the defense. They contended that regardless of whether the ammunition was ultimately connected to the shooting, the defense had a right to examine it and determine its relevance. They believed it could have provided crucial information about the source of the live rounds on set, potentially casting doubt on the prosecution's theory that armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed was solely responsible. Judge Mary Marlowe Sommer, who had presided over Gutierrez Reed's trial, sided with the defense. She found that the state's willful withholding of the information was intentional and deliberate. So basically, Ryan, if some dude could show up with the same ammo from the set, but not the box that was taken by the authorities at the time of the accident, then they couldn't put the blame solely on Hannah. They're saying that there were many people involved in that tainted evidence because the ammo could have came from multiple sources.
Does it bring your ammo to work day?
Right.
Well, they're taking it off work, shooting the guns from the work guns, shooting off, and then putting them back on set. And so, see how it could be tainted, how,
Yeah.
Who knows who left the ammo lying around or why it was loaded with hot guns, but it was hot iron. I don't know why they still should be always checking this. It's just negligence. But clearly, at least to me, the prosecution didn't release this information because it would have hurt their case.
Hot Guns is the worst Hot Ones spinoff that there is, for sure.
Don't put that in your mouth. Because of this, the judge dismissed the involuntary manslaughter charge against Baldwin with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled. This brought an immediate and final end to the criminal case against him. So one of his attorneys, Alex Spiro, he was the lead attorney. He handled much of the in-court questioning and arguments. He was known for representing a number of high-profile clients, including Elon Musk, Jay-Z, Mick Jagger, and Robert Kraft. So let's go into some of those. Spiro, he has successfully defended Elon Musk in several cases. This includes a defamation case where a jury found Musk not liable after he made statements related to the Tam Luang cave rescue. Do you guys remember this?
Oh, yeah. For the soccer kids or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it was a 2018 incident where the youth football or soccer team, and their 25-year-old coach decided to take a stroll through these caves, but they got heavy rainfall and the caves got flooded and the exit was blocked by water.
Yeah, they get the movie with Vigo.
I never saw it.
It's awesome. It is. It's good. It's really good. Oh, it's not awesome. It's just a good movie, but it's very claustrophobic.
I didn't even think Vigo had the chops to play Elon Musk in a movie, personally.
So weren't they down there for 9 days with no food?
Yeah, but they had to knock him out to get him back.
Yeah, they had like scuba divers who carried them all back through. Didn't one of them
Yeah.
drown or some shit?
One of the scuba divers drowned. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
He's terrible at his
They were
job.
down there, no food for like 9 days, like
Jesus.
surviving off the water, like coming off the cable.
Yeah, that shit was scary as fuck.
And so Elon had offered up his services from two of his founding companies, the Boring Company and SpaceX. They designed and built a kid-sized submarine to assist in the rescue. Well, they declined his offer, and they went with this British diver who played a key role in rescuing the kids. And he ended up calling it a PR stunt against Musk. And then Musk sent a tweet about him being some pedo guy. And he later deleted and apologized, and this led to the lawsuit.
We don't want your tiny submarine, Elon, and frankly, you're weird.
Well, you like tiny penises, pedo guy. Take that.
Ah! Ha 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 ha!
So, and he also represented Musk in a securities fraud trial where a jury found Musk not liable for investor losses following his 2008 tweet about taking Tesla private with funding secured. So Spiro also represented Jay-Z in litigation. In one instance, a sexual assault lawsuit against Jay-Z was dismissed. This was when he was doing dirty deeds with Diddy.
Ooh.
I think Diddy had his own lawyers, but they were
Allegedly.
Right. Spiro then represented Jay-Z in a defamation claim against the accuser, a countersuit. It was later voluntarily dismissed. Payoff, allegedly. And so Robert Kraft,
Of the Kraft macaroni and cheese fortune.
of course.
I bet you
And
Ryan doesn't
owner
know
of the
who.
Patriots.
Damn.
He's a fucking Patriots fucking owner. I'm not an idiot, Craig. He got weird massages.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
all
when
right.
he was soliciting like prostitution and shit. And Spiro and his co-counsel successfully got the video evidence suppressed, arguing that the police surveillance was unconstitutional. But anyways, back to Rust. So the film was completed and released. After the initial settlement with Helena Hutchins' family, the decision was made to finish the film. Her widower, obviously spoke about Matthew Hutchins, became an executive producer, and cinematographer Bianca Klein took over to complete the project using Helena's original notes and vision to honor her work. Rust was a passion project for Alec Baldwin, who was both the lead actor and co-producer on the film. It was a low-budget Western with a planned 21-day shooting schedule.
That's
Whoops.
insane.
Yeah.
That's not enough time.
Yeah, well, it ended up being years, but
Well, they do that with a lot of
I'm
movies.
glad they
though.
did, and I understand why they did, and why not show off her work? Why die?
Yeah, why bury it? The way Alec Baldwin was treated after this too was insane. Like, I just remember seeing a video of some guys like, Alec, free Palestine, Alec, why'd you shoot that girl? Alec? Like,
Jesus.
and he's with his wife in a store, like just being followed around by motherfuckers and shit.
Right,
Freaked
whether he
out.
pull the trigger or not. I mean, wouldn't you want him to pull the trigger? Wouldn't you want him to look like genuine on the film?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really blame him. It shouldn't have been on him. But I mean, when you're you shouldn't be handling live guns. I mean, he's an actor. It's not up to him to really know that.
Yeah.
These guns should be props in everything, not just name. They should be firearm
There's no reason why they shouldn't be.
So yeah, the plot of the film eerily mirrors the onset tragedy because the movie centers on the 13-year-old boy who accidentally kills a man with a gun and goes on the run.
Hey.
Hannah Gutierrez Reed was only 24 years old, and this was her second film as a lead armorer. Crew members from her first film, The Old Way, had also reportedly expressed concerns about her handling of firearms, including an incident where she discharged a weapon without warning, causing lead actor Nicolas Cage to walk off set.
Oh my God, Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, imagine if we'd lost that gem.
What a piece of shit. Not Nicolas Cage. I mean this girl.
Obviously, an irresponsible kid. How did she become Master Armorer?
Yeah, she's not even worthy of the name Master Armorer. I've seen all the episodes of Forged in Fire, and she wasn't on a single one.
A major point of contention, obviously, was whether Alec Baldwin pulled the trigger. Baldwin has always maintained that he did not. An FBI report concluded that the gun could not have fired without the trigger being pulled.
Frankly, Mr. Baldwin, that's just how guns work.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
However, the defense disputed this, claiming that the gun's internal components were damaged during the FBI's testing, which they argued rendered the test results unreliable.
Well, that just seems slimy.
weird, yeah. That's crazy that he would try to say he didn't pull the trigger.
The most significant unresolved question is how live ammunition ended up on set, which is prohibited, and how to get mixed with the dummy rounds. Anyway, so after the charges were dismissed, Alec Baldwin filed a civil lawsuit against the special prosecutors, claiming malicious prosecution and defamation. However, a New Mexico judge has since dismissed the lawsuit for lack of action, though Baldwin's lawyers have indicated they may refile. And that's where we end it.
Damn,
son.
tragic tales.
Yeah.
Speaking of tragic tales, Greg, I think you have something you'd like to do now.
I got some choices here, A through C. Ask you some questions here. Roughly, how many people have died on film sets between 1990 and 2024? A, 62, B, 43, or C, 38?
Saying C.
I'm saying C.
62.
Damn.
With 150 plus sustaining life-changing injuries.
Who says Greg's the only optimist on here?
Hey, I know. I was like, this is a fun game. So I got some dark-ass questions and some not-so-happy questions, and then I got some happy questions. Roughly, how many gun deaths in America 2024? A, 51,000 to 53,000. B, 25,000 to 27,000.
So what, some of them are like, that could have been a knife.
Or C, 40,000 to 42,000.
I'm going to say whichever one's the highest.
Same.
No, it would be
Damn it, Greg.
C, 40,000 to 42,000.
If I lose with you, you can't beat me.
That's right, Seamus.
It's not really a game, but you know,
I know. No, I'm answering the same way. I'm not. I know it's not about points.
so plus roughly how many helicopter deaths in the US 2024? A, 22, B, 17, C, 30.
B.
He keeps picking my number. Like, stop. All right. What was the first one?
A, 22, B,
Well,
17,
now I'm just going with some. I'm going B.
C, 30.
This game sucks, Greg. You suck too.
You guys gotta think outside the box, baby.
How the fuck are we supposed to know this? We're just guessing.
I know. It's all good.
All I know is Bill Burr is still alive. You know? You know? Huh? Bill Burr! Willie Burks!
Roughly, how many babies were born in the U.S. in 2024? It's a good question. A, 2.9 million. B, 3.6 million. C, 3.1 million.
Well, I mean, I know MAGA's concerned that whatever the number is, it's not enough. We need to make more families.
I don't know. I have no clue how many babies are born in a year.
Yeah, I'm going to say A.
What do you say, Seamus?
I said A.
Okay.
I'll have it on the record. I said A first.
It's B, 3.6 million babies.
Babies.
Even when I have a 33% chance, I'm wrong.
Check this out. Roughly, how many dogs were adopted in 2024? Aww. A, 4 million. B, 2 million. C, 3 million.
Ooh, roughly how many dogs ruined part of this podcast tonight? A, 1. B, 1. C, 1.
I'm going with the highest number because people love dogs more than babies.
I want the middle number. And did you rescue the dog? Or did the dog rescue you?
I'm not saying people love dogs more than babies, but people love dogs that so much that they're just easier than raising a kid.
Cats are so superior. My cat killed a rabbit the other day. A fucking rabbit.
So, Ryan, did you say B, 2 million or C, 3 million?
I said the middle one, Greg.
Well, 4
B,
million.
okay? B, whatever the fuck.
Okay, B is correct. 2 million.
In your face, Seamus.
I was just rooting for you. Well, fuck you. I was just giving you a fucking chance to get one right.
Okay, I got 2 more
It's rough.
questions.
If you say roughly one more time, I'm going to come over there and beat your ass. I swear to God.
Roughly. What role would you survive if it was a real situation? A, alive. B, open water. C, Jurassic Park.
Oh, I'm totally becoming a fucking dinosaur hunter. A, I don't like the cold. I'm dead. 2, shark's gonna eat me. 3, I'm gonna be riding a fucking T-Rex.
Well, I'm going to say I'm fine in the cold. A, I'd eat Seamus. I'd eat Greg. I would even wait a day.
I knew
I'm
you
like, I
wanted to
can't
eat my
believe.
ass.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't-
more than a day, bro. They were like out there for like 25
I'm just saying,
years.
I wouldn't have waited that long. They waited forever. Like, oh, we're going to wait months to eat someone. I'm like, nah, 45 minutes tops.
Yeah, they crash right when you guys crash. You're already eating me.
He's already eyeing my butt.
Yeah, he's eating my calves first. My varicose veins.
So what's the right answer, Greg?
B, open water. No,
Damn it.
open water's the wrong answer. Correct.
Oh, the worst of them
Like
all.
who would pick that?
Absolutely. You,
I-
you feel something on your foot. It comes back. Can't see it.
I've yet to meet anyone that's like, yeah, I could take a shark.
Plus, you're also cold as shit, and you can't get out of the water.
Yeah, you're
And you
fucked.
can't see what's in it. And during the day, you're just getting baked. At night, you can't probably sleep at all.
Yeah, plus you're guaranteed dead in that scenario. In Alive in Jurassic Park, you at least have a chance to be
Yeah.
alive.
I'm gonna start a tribe of dino riders.
Yeah.
I'm going to hide behind Newman.
I'm gonna
Just
not
like
use the
the
porta
he's fatter.
potty.
And he's gonna be like,
Just me and Newman alone in a porta potty. Can you imagine the smell?
Shouldn't use the porta potty.
Okay, last one. Scars and all. You need to choose a career, but have all their drama as well. Michael Jackson, A.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Nobody's picking that one, dude.
B. Bill Gates. C.
He's living just fine.
LeBron James.
I'm going to take the only one that hasn't been accused of some sort of rape charge at least once in their life. I'm going to go philanthropist Bill Gates.
I'm going Bill Gates as well. I mean, he does. I mean, not if I have to sleep with Hillary, but he's
Bill
doing
Gates
well.
and
He's got-
Hillary Clinton? Why would Bill Gates sleep with Hillary
Oh, sorry,
Clinton?
I was thinking of Bill Clinton.
Why are you obsessed with Bill Clinton tonight? That's your
All the
third
Bill- all
Bill
the
Clinton
Billies.
reference.
Yeah, wow. I'm still going with the Bills.
Okay. It's kind of a stupid question anyway.
Yeah. If anyone picked Michael Jackson, they're off the podcast immediately.
I don't want to live with that.
I was really just testing you guys.
Oh, fuck. Well, thanks for that, Greg. Look, we want to thank each and every one of you for listening. You're all beautiful, beautiful people. Look, if you're bored, join our fucking Patreon. If you listen to this on Spotify, you're like, man, these guys are hilarious, and Seamus's voice is so creamy. Give us $1. A fucking $1. You're not even gonna notice it's gone. I joined like 3 Patreons this month. Last month, I don't know if the money's gone or what's going on with that money. It's like $5. So, you buy stupid shit with $5 all the time. That's an Aroma Joe's coffee. For just $1, you can help us achieve our dreams of making the You Gonna Eat That Crust movie, in which case there'll be an on-set tragedy and Seamus and Greg will die.
And you'll eat us?
Absolutely.
I want you to.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
If it means your survival, go for it. If that's what you're into, go for it. I don't care. You can take a little piece before they cremate me.
What if it's not even survival related? What if it's
Rump
just
steak. You just
to
want rump
assume?
steak?
I feel like if I eat a human, I gain their powers. I've seen I've seen movies. I know what happens.
Hey, just remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
It's true. I don't want any more responsibility in my life.
With great hair comes great responsibility, and I don't have any.
Hey,
Oh.
Come on now. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Like Brian said, if you want to check out our Patreon for just $1, you can get shows up to a week early and help the show out. You can find us on yourunpodcast.com. We rep the You Run Podcast Network. And peace.
yes.
Yeah.
Check out all the shows. They're all great. Just especially the You Gonna Eat That Crust one, because we're serving up hot takes, one crust at a time.
Oh, shit.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, in Crust, we trust.
Cold iron.
This ends our podcast.
And that's the story of the Twilight Zone, the movie.
Something on the wing of the plane.
Right.